Stu Man really missed his daddy, didn't you? Didn't you? Yes, he did. Give me a kiss. Thank you. Ashley wanted to personalize her Challenger, so for our anniversary, I got these color matched trim pieces that go inside her car. They're actually expensive. So I decided, in order to stay on top of things and have my garage in order and be able to hold more projects, I actually am running a storage unit at my buddy's place. So the dolly is going out there, my dirt bike's going to go out there, and this monstrosity is going to go sit out there for right now. I'm going to give this about 3 to 4 weeks, and if nobody wants to buy it whole, I am going to bring it back here and we are going to tear into it and take all the parts that I can off of it, down to, you know, tires and stuff that I can, so I can still roll it. The dolly needed some work. I just did that this morning. Originally, these things have this collar on here, and this pin holds it whenever this tilts. So this pin holds it. Then you slide this up over here, and you would tighten this bolt down, but it was rusted in there, and as you can see how twisted it is, it was about to fall off. So I cut the arm off of that. I drilled a hole in this, and I drilled a hole in this bottom piece, and let me show it to you. So this is the handle that came off of that. I welded it to a bolt, as you can see, and then that is rust preventative on it, and a lots of anti-seize. Now you can see I put threads down in here. None of this was drilled. I gotta take this pin out. Hold on. Okay, so as I said, this pivots right there. There's a nut in there. I welded it. You know, it's a little sloppy, but whatever. So you just push this down on here, put your pin in there, and it holds it tight. So it locks it in place. A lot easier than using that sleeve. You just put this in and away she goes. On top of that, I customized this stereo. If you contact them, they give you an update for the system, and you can put new boot screens on and new backgrounds on your stereo. So you load your file that they send you onto a USB drive, put it in, and I already set it up. So let me show you the boot up screen. Scion, look at that. Had to stop it there. But you can see my background screen. I got a couple other ones. I got a picture of the Scion. I got a picture of the top of the 1,000 steps. I always put pictures up of. And I put this picture on here. And I also have a boot up screen that just says unwrecked. I haven't loaded it up yet. But yeah, it's pretty neat. But this stereo is so powerful that it blew out my speakers on both of my doors. So today, we're going to be doing some upgrades on these. Here is what I got. Now, these Boss Audio speakers are highly affordable. I think I paid like $25 for the 4-inchers, which is the middle speaker, and then 6x9s are the bottoms, and these were like $35. So everything included, I got these on Prime, so it was like 2 days shipping. It was like $60. So we're gonna throw these in the doors, and they also all have tweeters in them. So this thing should sound pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it in here. Now, I've never ripped these door panels off on any of these, so excuse me while I look up some stuff here. I'm sure that this piece back in here looks like it separates. There's probably a screw in there. I know that this piece pops off separate because I've had it off of there. That helps you get this door out. And I'm going to figure it out here and get it off. Now, I looked these up online ahead of time, so as you can see, there is a 6x9 here and a 4-inch there, and then the tweeter is attached to the door. We're leaving that. Not worried about that. You're going to work on these two right here, and looks like that one's going to be fairly simple to mount. This one might be a little bit of a challenge to figure out how we're going to mount it to this. So give me a second while I figure this out. Also got to see on the wiring which one is negative, which one's positive. And yeah, so give me some time to figure this out, and we'll see what we can do. I think I can mount the 4-inch pretty simple. Whoever online said that these were 4-inch, your mother was a snowblower. They're not 4-inch. They're like 2.5, 3-inch maybe. I don't know. Gonna make them fit. Alright, so that's his final resting place for that. I did wire it in. You have to have that tweeter plugged in for sound to come out of that. I wasn't getting anything out of it. Plug that in. Sure enough, that's what it is. So it's working. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to do this bottom speaker. I guess first I'm going to go ahead and drill those rivets out, and then we'll go from there to see about fitting that. But this might have to do what I've done in previous builds and cut the inside of this out. And yeah, we'll see what happens. None of these look like they were blown. So I don't know. This speaker didn't even look bad either. Actually, it looks like a really good speaker, but yeah. So let's get these changed out, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so I got that out of there, and here is the speaker. Let me show you my stock speaker. Like I said, these mount in the door right here. If I put this up against it like it's supposed to be, like that, as you can see, none of those holes are going to line up with anything on this whole assembly. So the next thing you can do is mount it right to the door card, and this is a pretty hefty speaker to do it with, but I think that might be our option. I can run screws through from the front. I'll put some foam tape around the edges of that hole, and we'll just set it on there like that, line her up, and get our screws to come through from the other side. We'll have to mark them back here, and we'll mount it right to the door. That's my simplest solution. I'll probably do it like this, so that way the wires are up out of the way. But that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna get some foam to put around here. I think I might have some foam tape. We'll put it around the edge of that, and then boom, right to it. Okay, so I didn't record this because a lot of frustration went into it, but I got it in there. You can see there's a foam seal in there. I stuck it around the speaker, drilled my holes, I got all my screws in. I think I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on them screws to help from them backing out. But that is about the only way I can mount it. You can see there's 4 screws. You can see the speaker through it. Right there, is part of the ring that was on here. I had to trim it off to get it closer to the door panel so that I could get the screws in. But I mean, it's mounted solid now. It's tight, so I just gotta wire it up and put it in, and then we'll see what the difference is here. Way better. This side sounds really good now, as I don't know if you could hear it whenever I was playing it because I had the music pretty loud. The passenger side's that's what it sounds like. So I need to finish this door up, replicate this on the other side. Then we gotta get this dolly out, this car out. Then I got a window switch to put in the truck, and then I got a door actuator to put in. Let's get this stuff done. One job done. It wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy either. I'll set the skill level to this to 2 beers. I think it was 2 beers, but it took 2 beers. Frustration level when you couldn't get stuff to fit. You might have to break 1 bottle. That'll get you through it. Alright, so I'm going to load the dirt bike in the back of my truck, hook the dolly up, go down the street, then get the car on there. But first, my passenger side window switch, front window switch, has been real finicky with this thing ever since I bought it. It actually doesn't even work now, and these switches are actually really cheap, so I just went ahead and bought one, and I've been sitting on it for how long now? So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in here. I think it's just as easy as popping this up, because I'm pretty sure that just pops out, and then I can probably take a screw out of it and pop it off there, or it might just clip in. I don't even know. So let me get it off here and see what I'm working with. Alright, so I took all the panels off, was getting ready to pull the door panel off, and then realized you have to take this silver trim piece off the door handle, and then there's 2 screws in that. Once you take them out, the handle pops off, and then you can lift this up. And the new one, looks like this one just clips in, so the new one should hopefully clip right in there, and I'll test it out. Moment of truth. Look at that. It's been so long. Does it automatic down, not automatic up, but yeah, sweet. So these switches are only like $16 some on Amazon or something like that. Just get yourself a new set. It's easy. So that answers the question if it would hold antifreeze. Don't worry, I didn't waste my good antifreeze. I took the garden hose and tried to fill it up. Tank's leaking over here where the damage was, so oh well. I never ran it that long since I got it, so it should be alright. I'll just take her down and load it up. No big deal. So I guess all of these are open. These ones are open and these ones, and he told me that as long as there's no lock on it, I can use it. So I'm gonna have to get a lock. But it's not huge, but I hope that my dolly will fit in there. I guess we're gonna see. That doesn't look like it's wide enough. I might have to get a bigger unit. I don't know. Now, I guess we'll try to fit it in there. I don't know if there's any of them with wider doors. No. He's getting bigger units and putting down below, but I don't know. I might have to, if I can't get the dolly in here, I might have to take it back home. Well, it was a good idea. The ramps would fit in, and that is it. If the door was the same width as the unit, it would go in there, but I guess I'm taking it back home and taking my dirt bike back home. Great. It was not a wasted trip because my buddy did tell me that I could keep the car, you know, out here. He wouldn't charge me anything, so I think I'm gonna leave that here until this video goes live, because like I said, I'm a month behind. So I'm going to try to sell it as is right now. I get caught up to this video. I want you guys' opinions. Do you want to see me tear that apart or not? If it gets to that point and I don't sell it, engine, transmission's good, airbags, seats, the whole interior, panels, the fenders are good, the trunk lid's good with a wing, the hood's in really good shape. Headlights, and there's some little other odds and ends. There's a guy that already asked me if I'd sell the radio. The whole dash can come out. There's lots of things in that are worth some money I can get out of it. So I want to know you guys' opinions. If you don't want to see it again, just tell me down in the comments you don't want to see it again. If you want to see me tear it apart, tell me down in the comments. That's saying if I still have it at this point, and then I will make my decision off of the comments whether we're going to do it or not. Oh, it's one step forward and two steps back. Anyways, last thing, let's get this door actuator changed on the Lexus so that when somebody comes to look at it, I don't have to explain that I'm going to do it and it's actually done. So, let's do that. Real quick, I went ahead and did Ashley's mod that she wanted, so I'll show you that. So this piece right here, that was about $100, and all it is flimsy plastic with two-sided tape. So value to mod is very not worth it. Anyways, they're red. She wanted orange. She wanted it to match, but I could not successfully find orange or the exterior color. Red was the closest you could get, so we went red, and she wanted the shifter also be red. So, well, she wanted it to be orange, but I have that coming too. But you can also get like steering wheel pieces and the center piece and stuff like that. We're not going to tell her about all that. We're just going to do the shifter for her, and that'll be enough. like, I know like Lexus and Toyotas are over-engineered and stuff, but like you couldn't have come up with something better than this. Like this, well, that was a pain. And I don't even know how I'm gonna get the arms back up. And then your window track is right. Yeah. Woohoo! It's fun. So let me swap these out, and then hopefully we'll get this back in here. All right. So we are in. These two arms need to get hooked up to the door handle. This is the lock. This is the door handle. Really hard to get to. The window track has to go down between this gap. And then the cables have to be routed out. Reverse order. I'm going to try to get this back in. Well, there we go, boys. Locked. Unlocked. Alright, so everything is completely done on this. That was just one little thing that I just put off until now. Nobody's come to look at it yet, so it really didn't even matter. So, this week, I am bidding. There's some cars that I want for myself. None of them are up this week. So I want to get a car that I can work on and fix and flip. And we'll go through that one. And like I said, we might go back to the Cobalt. We might not. I have it here. So I'm not really worried about it at the moment. So that's going to be the end of this episode. So if you guys like this video, I guess hit that like button. I didn't really like this episode. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm giving it thumbs down for me. That's just me, though. But my stereo in the Scion sounds awesome. If your stereo sucks, hit the thumbs down. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. Hit that bell so you get notifications. And we'll see you on the next episode of Unwrapped.